to the money low, I'm a ground man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When a check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When a check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she ain't. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We're ready. 51. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage. What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Wentz. This is Hurts with it, right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from this. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Got a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Ryan looking deep for Julio. He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Freeman. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan.
Oh, they didn't let me jump.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That was a pick, bro.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
On.
A reminder, one more game on the Week 2 docket, and it's a good one from MetLife Stadium. Plenty of storylines in this one. OBJ's return. You've got Mayfield and Darnold, first 2 QBs taken last year. Browns and Jets. That's 8:15 Eastern tomorrow night. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Bro, they won't let me switch to the right
zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On second down, Freeman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Here's Ryan.
Oh, that's good. It was like 3 people around there. Somebody better do something.
It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he connects with Ertz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side, complete. That's Freeman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready, blue 80, back 25. Here we go,
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be caught. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. As the first half is winding down, and the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Howard throwing to start the drive. This complete left side to Aguilar. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. 59. Mike the 59. Wrap it. Check. Hot. Mike 59.
Trying the right side with Howard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Wentz going to throw. That's caught left side, Arcega right side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first.
Throwing dots.
Their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
Said
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want
beat
people
shit
to
out
think
this
that
nigga,
NFL
bro.
locker rooms are cookie
Said
cutter.
I was gonna beat
Everyone's
shit.
saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, Tuesday, get up!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Go!
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Down, ready, 25! Let's go, team! Gonna be a long day.
On 1st down, Ryan. That is caught at the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd down and goal. Ryan, pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They run with Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, Charlie! 45 to the mic, 45 to the mic. Not today, you won't. Not today. 74, 74.
Here's Wentz to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
And the Eagles add on to their lead. Nigga, bro.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side
as
a receiver.
Maybe
sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I said I'm gonna smack shit out this nigga, bro. I called this shit,
starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here.
I told you nigga I was gonna smack shit out his ass, bro.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And here now a spin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
Oh, they gonna call
into a secondary target for a nice
they
game.
gonna call PI, bro. I played that so perfectly, man.
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Yeah.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go with Howard to begin the drive. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 78 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. The Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I don't know.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19.
I'm sorry.
Probably not, because you don't stop doing it. And that's the problem. You know, I listen to your words instead of watch your actions and pay attention to your pattern.
Let's go! Let's go!
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And Freeman lost the football. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Okay.
Now a toss coming right side. Smith. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much.
I don't know why they won't let me change my depth chart, bro. This is weird. As a player, I'm not a player, nigga. That's fucking stupid. Oh, man. Weird shit in this game.
He's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 59! Watch the run, watch the run!
Hello.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Yeah.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Another run with Sanders. And Sanders has it poked free. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. The toss running left. Smith. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Okay.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready. 60 on.
Hello.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey.
Yeah.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Wentz. And Cooks has it over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Ryan on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make
pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Ryan, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Okay.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one.